When multiplying polynomials or monomials, multiply the coefficient, add the exponents. So here we have 9t to the 6th multiplied by negative 3t to the 5th. So I'm going to multiply my coefficients. That means I have, we use a different color here. I have 9 times negative 3. And I'm going to add my exponents. So that's t to the 6 plus 5. 9 times negative 3, negative 27. Use your calculator if you need to. T to the 6 plus 5, 11. There is my answer. Moving to the next problem, fractions. Don't let the fractions set you off. You have a fraction button. Most of you have a fraction button on your calculator, whether you realize it or not. Some of you don't, so you need to do it by hand, so I'm going to do it by hand. I have to multiply my coefficients, so I'm going to line them up. Negative 3/4 times 1/7. I'm going to add my exponents. Y to the 7 plus 4. When multiplying fractions, you multiply the top, multiply the bottom, reduce if you can. So this is negative 3 times 1, negative 3, over 4 times 7, 28. I cannot reduce anything there, so that's reduced already, as simplified as it can get. Y to the 7 plus 4, so y to the 11. Double check my math if I need to. And there I am, done. Down here on the bottom one, we're going to multiply the coefficients. We have the understood 1 in there. You can multiply it in if you need to. You don't need to, though. Most of you don't need to. So I have the understood 1 times 5 times negative 6. Add my coefficients. So I have x to the understood 1. Don't forget it. You have to have that 1 in there, the exponent 1 in there. Plus 4 plus 7. So I have 5 times negative 6, positive times negative is negative. 5 times 6 is 30, times x to the 1 plus 4 plus 7, that's 12, and I have my answer. Then I go to my next set of problems. I am going to copy a couple of these from the computer. We have a number, or a factor, outside of the parentheses being multiplied by a polynomial inside the parentheses. Some of them are just binomials inside, and others are trinomials. And some are even worse than that. We'll start with just these two for now. So looking at the first one, you remember your distributive property? You take what's outside and you multiply it by what's being added or subtracted inside. It's the same process. If you need to, write each step down individually. So here we have 2x times 6x. And we have the plus sign. Then we have the 2x times 3. Multiply the coefficient, 2 times 6. Add my exponents. There's no exponent written, so the exponents are assumed to be 1. 2 times 6 is 12. X to the 1 plus 1. X to the 2. Now I have my answer. Looking at my other problem over here. I'm going to multiply my 4x in, both the 4 and the x, and it's going to go to each of the 3 terms. So I have 4x times 5x squared. That's that first one. I have 4x times minus 6x. That's going to be a minus because I have plus and I have minus, positive and negative. So minus 4x times 6x. And then I have that last one here. 4x times minus 10. Again, I have a positive times a minus is going to give me a minus. 4x times 10. Multiply my coefficients. 4 times 5 is 20. So I have 20x to the understood 1 plus 2. Multiply my coefficients. I have the minus 4 times 6 is 24. I have my x to the understood 1, understood 1. So 1 plus 1. Then I have my minus 4x. Multiply coefficient times constant. So that's times 10. And then I have just the 1x at the end of that. Not done yet because I still have to do that little bit of work there. So I have 20x to the 1 plus 2 is 3 minus 24x to the 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 4 times 10 is 40, and that had only 1x on it. So that problem is now done. Let's see what the next problem is. It's on the next page. So you saw when I did that, I stopped the distributing when I reached the end of the parentheses. When you have a binomial times a binomial, let me write one of these down here for you. X plus 2 times x plus 9. So we have a binomial, 2 terms in it, multiplied by a binomial, 2 terms. So when you have a binomial times a binomial, first thing you're going to do is take that first term times the first term. Then you're going to take the outside times the outside. The outside one here, outside one there, the ones that are furthest away from each other. Then you're going to take your inside times your inside, the two that are closest to each other. Then you're going to take the last term times the last term. And this is often called FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. You're going to be using this a lot with these binomials. And you're going to be expected to have this memorized before the end of the term, before the end of the week. So doing this, working this problem out, we have x times x, first times first. We have an understood 1 there, understood 1 there. 1 plus 1 is 2, so x squared. Actually, I'm going to write the middle line in here. So I have x times x. X times 9. Two times x. Two times 9. So x times x gives me x squared, plus x times 9 is 9x, plus 2 times x is 2x, plus 2 times 9 is 18. Not done yet. I look for like terms that I can combine. I have the 9x plus 2x. So I have x squared plus 11x plus 18. Now I have my final answer down here. Foiling. Let's do another problem. Let's do y minus 10 times y plus 11. First times first, y times y. Outside times outside, y times 11. 11 times y, y times 11, same thing. Inside times inside, minus 10 times y. Last times last, minus 10 times plus 11. Add my exponents here, 1 plus 1. They're both understood to be there. This is being multiplied here. That's why I'm adding. So I have y to the 2 plus, these are being subtracted, so I'm going to keep the exponent the same, and I'm going to add my coefficients. So I have plus 11 minus 10. I don't need to write the exponent there. Minus 10 times 11, that's 110 out there. So I have y squared plus 11 minus 10 is 1. So that's plus 1. I don't need to write the 1. Y minus 110. The reason I don't need to write that 1 there is because it's being multiplied by the y, and 1 times y is y. Can I combine any more like terms or anything here? No. I am done. That is my answer. Okay, I need a break.